Alrighty folks, so I got 5 of the 1/2-inch valve cover bolts out, and I'll get a little bag, put them in, and I'm gonna clean them up. But I have not pulled the valve cover off yet. What do you think? Is it gonna be sludged up or is it gonna be clean? I think it's sludged up. Let's see. Real time, doing this in real time, and I have not had this off. Huh. Kind of surprised. I mean, it is sludged up, but it's not as bad as what I thought. But she's sludged up. I don't see anything obvious wrong with it. It'll be all right. I'm kind of wondering if this thing has been rebuilt. Kind of wondering about that. These valve covers you can't really go by. They are the correct style for it, but I really don't know if they were the ones that were on here originally or not. I mean, they are the correct ones, but I'm not 100% sure. It looks like maybe it might be. Somebody painted them blue, and the white was underneath, and they were originally white, so. Oop. Well, it's not terrible. Not terrible. I'm kind of shocked. I mean, it's, you know, it's a little sludged up, but I mean, shoot, my 58 Edsel I had, it was sludged up so bad. I mean, it was like probably 1/4 of an inch thick. Well, I'm exaggerating. It's probably about an 1/8 inch thick, but these valve covers are pretty decent. Shoot, these things clean up. Heck yeah. Crazy people on the internet want like $300 for these valve covers probably. And they're, you know, $20 in my personal opinion for both of them. But yeah, I figured I'd show it. Not much to show, but kind of surprised. And by the way, these do oil up through this rocker arm shaft. And this is a roller rocker style setup, but it's not like the roller rockers you would think about in a you know, small block Chevrolet or something like that. These, you got to be very careful how you torque this down. You will crack that shaft, and you'll have a heck of a situation. And you got to take your time with it. And I watched Thunderhead 289, and you know, he makes a good video about this. You take your time with it. You don't just torque these down straight off the bat. You know, I've seen people bust the shaft doing that. You know, they'll start here and go all the way through and torque them completely down straight to spec. And you know what happens is it makes that shaft, it pulls this end down and then raises this end up, and that's how it busts the shaft. So you gotta watch what you're doing. You know, always go in the star pattern. You know, start with this one, tighten it down just a little bit. You know, tighten it down. You want to do this evenly. Tighten this one down, then this one, then go back to this one back here, and then this one. And then you just keep doing it over and over and over again until it, you know, you'll feel it until you just get it snug up, and it makes this even out. And that's very important. You want to even that out there. And then when you do that, then, you know, you always take your final torque spec and divide it by 3, and then do this like in 3 steps. That way you don't have issues. If it's, you know, 40 foot-pounds or whatever it is, you know, do 10 foot-pounds. You know, torque this one to 10. Make sure it tightens down correctly. Then torque this one down to 10. And then if everything still feels good, you know, the threads feel good, then go to this one back here, you know. And then go to this one and keep doing it. As long as everything feels good, you're good to go. If something feels like the threads ain't right or something, stop. Stop. Common sense. So I wanted to point that out. Kind of wonder if this has got a hydraulic can or if it's mechanical. Some of the Edsels had a mechanical cam in it. It's kind of interesting. But if it is, then it's definitely going to have a mechanical back in it. But I don't know if I'm going to put a roller cam in here or not. In this situation, my vintage iron thinks you got to have a roller cam and everything out there. And, it's, in this case, I don't want a roller cam in this. It's just too much money. And in some cases, you can't get a roller cam, like a Ford 300 6-cylinder or a Ford 223. And, I like his videos. I'm not being negative here, but it's... he thinks you got to have a roller cam and everything. Some of the videos I see on YouTube, and nothing personally against him or anything, but it just are a crock. I mean, it is just crazy. They think you got to have a LS and everything, and you got to have a roller cam and everything. And I'm not gonna lie, I fell for it, but if you, in some cases, if you can do it good, like my C10, I'm able to do it and keep it on a budget. The factory setup's better, but in some cases like this, oddball classics here, that's a tag I actually used for my YouTube channel, is oddball classics, but hence the name there. But in this case, you can't really, you can get a roller cam for it, but I just, we'll see. But something like a 223, a straight 6 or 4 306 on, you can't get it. But all right, so I'm in the video dragging out, blah 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 blah. So all right, see y'all in the next one here, and we're gonna go ahead and start pulling this off down here. And do not lose this little keyway. Do not lose that. That's for the Harmont bouncer, and then the other one is for the sleeve. Be careful.